Another federal judge has been accused of racial bias. Now that after allegedly saying that minorities are predisposed to commit violent crime. She made this statement during a lecture to the Federalist Society. Now, several groups have come together to file a complaint against Judge Edith Jones.
The fact that a judge could be predisposed to determine an outcome of a case is something that I don't think anyone would want, and something that, we don't expect when we go to court before a judge. We expect that they're going to be fair, that they're going to be impartial, not that they're going to have already predetermined the outcome of their case.
The Austin Chronicle says Judge Jones was on the list as a potential U.S. Supreme Court nominee in both Bush presidencies. Right now, her comments are igniting a firestorm of reaction online. Among the tweets, this one says Judge Edith Jones should resign. Pound bias. Biased views have no place on the bench. And what do you do with a federal judge who, if not crazy, is simply a rotten human being? And there's even more of that on Twitter tonight. So I asked our attorney and friend Kwame Thompson to talk to us about this matter on Skype. Kwame, how are you?
Good evening, Rahman. I'm fine, and thank you for having me.
Thanks for joining us. And the question is, aren't there some laws prohibiting what a federal judge, or rules even, that prohibit what a federal judge can and can't say? And is she violating anything?
Yes, absolutely, Rahman. The comments made by Judge Edith Jones that minorities and blacks are predisposed to crime and, more importantly, prone to acts of violence is unconscionable and unscrupulous. The word predisposed means to be inclined to do something in advance. That is against the law. Under the 13th Amendment, we all have equal protection under the laws. The law also says that all men are created equal, and in common law, you are presumed innocent until proven guilty. But what the law does say is that every judge shall remain unbiased and impartial in the determination of any decision.
What are some of the next steps? I know that there have been official complaint filed, but what are some of the next steps that these groups can take? Or is it something that the judge can say one thing and believe it, or be on the bench and be impartial there?
A complaint has been filed against the judge, and her comments do undermine the public confidence and integrity of the bench. And that is pretty much what the complaint states. The complainants are looking to have the judge removed from the bench. But I even go a step further. Because she has been so biased, I believe that an impartial review committee, judicial review committee, should be put in place to look at every single case where she has adjudicated a case where there is a minority defendant since she has taken the bench.
So this may be something that they'll have to look at more. Kwame, thanks so much for joining us. And we want to make sure you understand the Federalist Society has called the accusations frivolous. Right now, the case is in front of Chief Judge Carl Stewart, a Clinton appointee who is the first African-American to hold that position. So what do you think? Join the conversation. We want to know what you're saying. What do you think? Should she be taken off the bench, or can she have personal views and be impartial there? We want to know. Join us online to give us those details. We'll be right back.